What's going on, everyone? So I'm gonna first jump in and go over just the live screen and for Dixper, and then for the rest of the pages we'll have separate videos for each page. That way you can go directly in and look for what you're looking for or what you need help with. Okay, so the first page right here, we call this the live page. I'm gonna go over this piece by piece. All right, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment below, or join the Dixper Discord and we can help you out there as well. Okay, now first things first. One of the most important parts is this area up here. All right, I'm gonna put this all together, just this area right here. When you first download Dixper, it should pick up your OBS right away, or whatever streaming software, whether it be Split or OBS, whichever you use to actually stream, it'll pick it up right away. And then here is where it says waiting for the game. So this is where you're gonna connect whatever game you have. Now it's important that you already have your game open when you're trying to connect it. It's not just gonna like know what game you want to play or whatever. You have to have the game open, and just because you have it open doesn't mean it's automatically always going to connect. A lot of times you'll have to actually click on the game as well. So like if I have, let's say, Apex Legends, if I turn it on, I still have to go back and click on Apex Legends for Dixper to realize, hey, this is the game I'm trying to connect to. So how would I do that? Well, first thing you do, you click select game, and it'll take you to this page over here. All right, this is just down in your settings, your profile down here. It just jumps you over here, and then we're in game detection. Okay, so you can see here I've already got a bunch of stuff that I regularly play or just played recently, and it can already connect to those. All I have to do, because this green little thing is switched on, all I have to do is turn on one of those games and click on it, and Dixper will automatically connect to it. So, for example, one of the things I use a lot is my Dixper host window. Right now, we know it's not connected because you can see here it still says waiting for the game, and I don't have Dixper host window on. So, what I can do, let me do this just as if I were to add it. So, first I'm going to delete Dixper host window, gone from my menu, right? And this here is where you would connect your streaming software. Okay. So, now I'm going to open up my Dixper host window right here. I'm going to click on it. Minimize this, and Dixper host window will show up here in a second as it's loading. Comes, loading. So right and bread like a superhero. Alright, lovely Dixper. I actually really love Dixper's logo too. So, we can see down here, this is Dixper host window. I'm going to open up my Dixper again. Now, I have to add game. And here you will have a list of all the things you have active right now, okay? Whether they be active in the background or anything like that. So this is the other reason you need to have the game turned on first so the software can pick it up. So I'm going to look for my Dixper host window. I see it right here, Dixper host window. I'm going to click on that, sync collection with Dixper host window, and I'm going to go back to live. Looking for it. Now, it might not find it, again, unless I click on it, all right? And then give it a few seconds, and it will connect. Okay, now we can see that it says skills enabled. It is connected. You'll even hear a little did, so you know it's connected. And if you have your chat open and you have Dixper Bro as a mod in your chat, which you should do, it'll post saying Dixper skills are now enabled or now active. Okay, so that's this first part up here. Now, if there's ever a time that you're streaming and something freezes, Dixper freezes, the skill freezes, something like that, you can always just click here, reset skill system, all right? And then it'll basically just reset it. If that doesn't work, just turn off Dixper or turn it back on, okay? I always run Dixper in administrative mode. I just find I have fewer chances of issues with that. It's something you can choose to do or not to do. Now, if you're ever looking for your link to your Dixper, it's also the link you should send to your viewers. That is right up here. So mine is dixper.gg/CaptainMeerkat, which is my Twitch name as well. So then I can click on this. It'll send me right to my page, but I can just copy this, and this is what I would have in my chat for my viewers to be able to follow. I have it as just a bot and as a command. Okay. Now here's where you'll need to make sure you have the correct microphone and the correct audio output you have. So for me, the way I have my setup is everything goes through my headphones, all the sound and everything. So that's why here's headphones, and then I use my microphone, the Yeti Nano. And this is really important for those voice mod skills as well. Okay, so make sure those are connected. If whatever reason you don't see those here, you should be able to click the drop down menu and choose different ones. If for some reason that doesn't even show up, you can go over to your profile and then click voice and audio and do the same thing here. Okay. Now, over here, we have your active collections. So I love this addition. This is relatively new to Dixper. Now you can have more than one collection active at one time. So these are all the collections that I have. In another video, we'll talk more about collections, but these are all the ones I have right now in my system. And let's just say I'm going to be playing Dead by Daylight, and I don't want to use my line collections, but I do want to use Survivor, and I also want to use Expansion and Killer. You can have as many as up to 8 connected at one time, and you can even click Edit and go straight into editing them. Okay, so that's what this is for, and I'm going to turn that back on so I don't forget to undo it later. All right, so that's what this is here. You can see how many you have connected, and so that means any of the skills that are in any of those collections somebody can use. They do not have to be game specific. So I can turn on this Fortnite collection and then go play Call of Duty or Apex or whatever I want to play. Now, having said that, that does not mean that all the skills will work for all the games. Okay, so like I know in the Fortnite collection there's ones where it'll change the image of your weapons that are in the bottom right. Well, in Apex or in Call of Duty, they don't have those boxes there. They don't have 5 boxes for weapons or items. So you might be able to see that when you're playing Call of Duty. It'll change the pictures just like normal, but that's not going to affect you the same way. Okay, same thing with Dead by Daylight. If I'm playing Dead by Daylight and somebody uses one of the Fortnite skills, it might show up on my screen, but it won't have the same effect because it doesn't relate to the game in the same way. Now, that's not in the same case for all the skills. Like jump scares and rotate screens or flip screens, those will pretty much work with just about any game. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about are the global cooldowns, crate drops, and gift crates. So global cooldown is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically, doesn't matter what action, what skill card, whatever, it's nobody can use more than one skill back to back before the time limit that you set here. So I have mine set to 5 seconds. It's just, for me, it's always easier to just have it as 5 seconds. But it also stops anyone from, like, if somebody tries to rotate my screen and at the same time somebody gives me a jump scare, the jump scare will be, it won't be as effective because I was already like focused on my screen flipping around, right? So 5 seconds is usually a good barrier, but you can change that up, down as much as you want and then just save it afterwards. Okay, global cooldown, that's for the minimum time. It says the minimum time that users need to wait until the next skill is launched. Okay, very self-explanatory, but that's what that's for. The next thing we're going to talk about here is crate drop. Okay, so this thing's pretty new to Dixper and I love it. Basically what this does is it creates a link that when one of your viewers clicks on it, they automatically get a free crate. Now I believe crates are based on what active collections you have right now, and you can do up to 50 right now. That might change in the future. Okay, so the way it'll work is if I say, let's say the first 10 people to click on the link, well, they will be given a free crate as long as they've already linked their accounts with Dixper and everything. Okay, and I can choose for it to be shared directly in chat, so all I do is click generate and boom, it sends that link in my chat. Or I can click do not share and it'll give me a code or a URL link that I can copy and paste into chat. Okay, so this is just a great thing to I like to do it right at the beginning of my stream when I see like, oh, the first 10 people, I'll throw this out there and say, quick grabs, okay, or something like that. Or you could do like a random giveaway to anyone who's still in chat. There's a number of things you can do with this, okay? And then gift crates you can also do in the moderator tab, and I'll go over it a little bit more in detail there, but I'll just show you real quick. You click on gift crates and you can see anyone that's in your chat that is linked with that has been in your chat or that has linked to your Dixper. Okay, so like my man Jeff here, I'm gonna give him and I'm gonna gift one crate, and I can say which crate do I want to give him, the line one, whichever one I want, and how many, gift it to him. He's got one crate now. Okay, and again, I'll go over this in more detail when we get to the moderators tab because that's where it's used the most. Now over here is where you have the next steps to complete achievements. Dixper has made it really fun by adding in different achievements that you can do. Just go through them one by one. to figure out. Some of them are you need this many people to buy crates, you need this many people to use crates, this many people to use different skills. You need to create this many skills. There's a bunch of different ones, and these points are what help you go from streamer to affiliate to partner. Okay, so just keep an eye on here. There's also a list of this down here in achievements. You can click on this and it'll show you even more comprehensive list, and you can see down here. Okay, then or you can just click see more and it will do the same thing. Now over here we have achievement overlay, and basically what this is that you could just copy this and use it as a browser source, and I use OBS, so use it as a browser source in your OBS, and it will take the first couple achievements that you're trying to unlock and it'll post them in your browser. So for example, I've turned mine on, so now you can see them up here. All right, we now have the 100 different viewers have redeemed skills, and which is also the first one you see here. It just moves it to over here, so that way your viewers can see that you're working towards certain goals. Now, a couple other things. First, I'm going to talk about the alerts, because this is really useful, especially for your Dixper mods. Okay, now this is where you can see who has used what skills recently, and it's super useful for, like, let's say someone used a skill and for whatever reason it did not work, be it because of the game, be it because X number of reasons. It could really be just about anything. So say it doesn't work. Well, you can look at it and say, okay, what skill didn't work? Okay, it was this skill that didn't work. It was send an alien to the screen. Okay, why didn't it work? Well, let's try again, and maybe have someone try it again, or you can test it again, or you gift yourself a crate and try it again. And if it doesn't work again, then we know, okay, there's a problem with this one. Make sure to to ask somebody about it in Discord. Another thing my mods use it for a lot is to refund your viewers their skill. So like, let's say you had a viewer that for whatever reason that skill didn't work when it normally does, right? That skill didn't work. Like that happened to me recently with the voice changing skill. For one reason it didn't work. Well, what you can do is you can refund it, and it's super easy. So let's say here, one of my mods, Peter, all I have to do is click Refund Skill, and it automatically gives it back to him, to his Dixper. Okay, so now he can just use that again. And this is actually a great way to have your mods test certain skills that are being a little weird on stream. Okay, so I use it for example, Test Drive 99 and this person's name is Peter. They will both regularly use different skills on my stream, and a lot of times they'll just refund it to themselves if it's not working, because then they can test it again later on and see, okay, was it just an issue at that moment? Was it an issue with connection, or what was the problem? So this area is super useful, and you can scroll down and see different dates, who's used what. Okay, lots of different things. And if you just feel like being nice, you can just hit refund and have some people get to use the skills again. Okay. It's also really good, again, when you're troubleshooting. You don't want your viewers to like have to keep buying, so you can test things out. Just refund it to them so they can use it again. Now, first I'm going to talk about down here, if you have other questions and stuff like that, make sure you join into Dixper's Discord. You can see it right here. Let me move my camera so you can see a little better. Right here, Dixper's Discord. Jump in there. Most people are super active. Mods are very helpful. It's a great community. Make sure you join that. I'll also have a link to Dixper's Discord down below, as long as my own Discord. And the next thing here, actually I'm going to move my camera again, is this thing here called Squad Skills. Now this can be a lot of fun, okay? Especially if you have other streamer friends that, you know, that their community also likes to use Dixper. But they will also need to have Dixper downloaded and installed as well. Okay, they don't have to be streamers. They can just be other gamers that, you know, might want to have some fun or make the games more challenging, but they also have to have Dixper. Okay, now what Squad Skills does is it basically links your Dixper to whoever else has joined in your squad, so that whatever happens to you also happens to them, and vice versa. So if they are a streamer and someone from their chat uses a squad skill, it will affect your gameplay just as it would if someone in your chat used it and it affects their gameplay. Now, how do you use it? It's actually very simple. So if you are going to create your own squad and you want people to join it, all you do is click Create New Squad, and you can see here I'm the squad leader. I have my URL, okay, and then what I will do is I will copy this and I will send it to the people either in chat if you want to play with viewers or something, or send it in your Discord, however you want to send it. Send it to the people that you want to join your squad. Then what they will do, they will come into their Dixper and click join squad. And then here they will copy the code that you just sent them and paste it in here and join squad. And that's it. Then they're connected. Okay, it is that simple. Now, same thing goes if you are joining somebody else's squad. They send you the code, that their unique code. You copy it, you click join squad, and you go there. So guys, that's it for just the live page. Okay, be sure to check out the other videos. We'll be going over each one individually. The My Collections, Explore, Moderators, Widgets, Payments, Dixper Rewind, all the achievements, all this stuff, okay? And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and press the like button, okay? See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.